Well, where I left it yesterday was I had made the spars. Well, I've added a little paint to them so they'll match with the boat, and now I'm going to do the intricate fiddly bit. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I'm going to do before I actually do it. So, if I find myself this, yeah, well, this is going to represent not a lot. No, actually, so what I need is a tube to represent what I'm going to do next. Now, you know, before I was telling you about the little leather bits that I punched out of, I don't know, way back in videos. Little leather bits I punched, the little punched out leather holes from when I was making other stuff. I was making a leather something or other, or fixing something leather. And I punched holes into it, and the holes I punched, I saved the little bits of leather because they're quite robust, thick and whatever. But what I'm going to do with them, I'm going to use them as like pulleys. But in order to use them like pulleys, I need little square cuts off of matchstick. And a matchstick is, well, that'll do. Just to show you what I mean. Put Mr. Cloth back because he makes life a lot easier. And I'm going to be using a bit of square matchstick, approximately the same, yeah, let's do it that way, approximately the same size as my cutters there. So I've cut off a square bit of matchstick. Yeah? Now, if you imagine that this is my punched out piece of leather, excuse, ignore what's in it, that's my punched out piece of leather, yeah? And for argument's sake, that's my cut off piece of matchstick, yeah? So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cotton, wrap it round a piece of punched out leather, like so, yeah, punched out leather like so, yeah, so that it's like that, and then I'm going to glue my square bit of matchstick onto the back of it there, and that will make up my pulleys, which is what I'm going to be putting on my rope wrap up with. So yeah, so that you know what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is taking my piece of cotton, wrapping it around my piece of leather, gluing my matchstick to the back of it, and then attaching that up there. Now I can do that one of two ways. One way is to have another piece of cotton through there and attach the cotton to it, and the way I'll probably go with is just to glue that straight to the stick, because it's so small I'll get away with it. Yeah, so there you go, that's what I'm going to be doing with my little pieces of leather, punched out leather. Also, because I've got them, I'm going to be using these as well, because, you know, be fool not to if I've got them, would it? Yeah. But before I do any of that at all, I'm going to fix my glasses, because I lost one of the little soft cushions and it's digging in my face. So, hold on. Did we plug you in? We did plug you in. We did plug you in. But did we turn you on? This is another question. So if you'll excuse me a second, I won't be going far, so you can amuse yourself for a minute while I do this. One of my favourite things to do is forget to put the electric on. The amount of times I do this. I'm leaving this in the cup because, to be quite honest, I needed to get some biscuits anyway. So, yeah. It is warm today. So, there we go. And I do like the warmth. So where was I? Oh yeah, that's what I want to do. I'll fix my glasses. I need some biscuits. Don't look at my nose. There's nothing there to see at all. Should put them away. Because I need a biscuit before I start. Excuse me while I dunk. So yeah. I'm going to be attempt to rig this thing like you would rig any other boat, or as near as damn it. It should be interesting. If nothing else. So, using a little bit of hot glue, just to take the sharpness off of that. Come on, play fair. Stop with the dang giggles. Thank you. Yeah. So that should make it a bit softer. If it's had warmer. That's better. So yeah, here we go. So, first thing I'm going to do is make myself some bases for my pulleys. So I shall take these I have 4, 5, 4. I need 4 for a minute. And there will be 2 there. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put on it the netting that they climb. That'll be the first thing I think I'm going to put on. Let's find cotton. There's my cotton. And there's my matchstick. So, what I'm going to do is because what I'm doing is something different. Really. Normally, how did I do this last time? That's right. So I'll attach some of these that I cut off when I find there we go. I'll put them somewhere safe. Someone says to me, don't put them down, put them away. My wife, I think she got it from somebody else, but it's a good metaphor. Basically, I'm cutting enough. So I've got something to be going on with for this video. Because I'm not going to film the whole process. Because that would be really boring for you. This is the real. This is the bit that, when it comes down to, well, even I feel like turning off. So, of course, these will be painted again when they need to be. But these will take a bit more of a delicate paint job. But I'm going to add four of these. On the front here. These will all be pulleys at the end of the day. And this is where this glue comes into its own. So yeah, see what I've done there? You can see it's lighter than the others. I've put my 4 bases for my pulleys there. And then doing what I showed you. Right. Now, just above the crow's nest on this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to glue and wrap it, because this will give me something to bond to better than flat wood when it comes to putting down something that's going to take a lot of strain, which this will take a bit of strain, because it's what I'm going to use to pull the mast to where I want it. So I've just wrapped it haphazardly, as it were, not done it in any rope shaped fashion. I don't know where I is. There, rope shaped fashion. Just basically made something to grip. It's like when you sand something before you glue it. It keys the surface so that whatever you put on it will grip. So I've done that. My plan now is to do this. take my piece of cotton, do a normal knot every day, funny little normal knot around what I've already put up there. This will be my starting point for what I want. Of course, now that I've done that, that can cut free. Don't cut it too close, Jeff. So. Come on, play fair. Now, I'm not throwing any of these little pieces of cotton I'm cutting off away. The reason being is I want them, or I will want them later. But that'll probably be the subject of another video. So, I started with my cotton, but that ain't enough. And I need to go the other side and do what I did before, because you need to have something to pull against when you're putting up a spar. I don't know if you ever did outward banding or interior with the Scouts or the Cubs or something like that. Back in our day, we used to do things like camping, and we'd have to make rope bridges and such, and crossings and stuff, very similar to if you'd ever seen that, which was the field gun race that the Marines or the Navy used to do. But what you need is, you need to be able to pull in two directions in order to keep the spar level one way, and then pull in two other directions to keep the spar level the other way, and that basically gives you the 4 points. It's like putting up a pointed tent, like a pyramid tent or whatever. Basically you're making a pyramid of strength for that particular thing. So I've done that for the front of this mast. But before I do any more, what I was saying about pulleys, I'm going to take that, I'm going to loop like I did before with the big thing, ease it up to the top there, like that, ease it up there, like that, and glue that in place, just like that. So there's my first pulley I've put up. Of course that first pulley is up. Now I need to let that cool its heels for a bit. Now I'm going to take it over this edge because I want it resting against the crow's nest. Help me with this. And it's going to come down, and then I'm going to do the same thing again. And this time I think I'm going to do it this way, under one of my little plastic things, because I've got them. I might as well use them. I might have to go a couple of times around that, but that's cool, it'll add to the effect. And we'll take that, and we'll put that there, like so. Oh, this is fiddly, I've got to admit, this is really fiddly. I want to use that, because at least on that it grips. And I need to be very careful how I do this, because I need it to go back and forth. There, that's cool. this side is just holding it where it needs to be held. As I said, this is a fiddly bit. Doesn't help that my back's playing up today. We'll have to excuse me a second. Oh. Let's bring this in closer so I can work on it a little easier. Yeah, and I think I might bring you in closer so you can see better what I'm doing. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the furthest point first because it makes life easier for me. Near the kids playing 2 doors down. I think their mum is about to, I think she went into labour last night. So I'm hoping they're all good and everything is working out for her. Yeah, definitely, kids playing out. So, I've done that. I think I'm going to move you onto this side. That's what I need to do. But there you go. There you go. Stand still. Thank you. And that needs to be a little tight on it now. Just a little tight. That's it. Just like that. Yeah. And then that. Come over the edge there. Just like that. And I shall add a little glue there. I've got to tidy up the crow's nest at some point. I'm going to put a wrap around it, so that'll do for now. Then open this up around the post, around the post I go. Come on. No, you don't. Stay there. So, keeping it tight as I can without being too tight because I don't want to pull the over. And I'll go to the other side of the boat. Like so. I'm going to grab a piece of leather, like so. I'm going to wrap said piece of leather like I showed you in the beginning of this video, like so. I shall take it out there, to the top there. Hopefully we'll be able to get some glue on it and everything will be hunky-dory. But I've told you, this is a fiddly job. You need the patience of something to do this. Luckily I have all the time in the world to do this. I say that. I have plenty of days to do this. So much time. If any of you are carers, you'll know what I mean. And then I'm going to come down like this. To another piece like this. Give it a loop. Pull it taut. That's where I need it. Like that. sure it's kind of tight, tight as you can get it. There is always a little bit of lever room if you're clever to do this. Me. Let's push that onto the clip. Like that. And then I shall take that back up. Oh. Or I would, yeah, it had actually glued underneath. As I said, this is a fiddly job, and it will try the patience of a saint at times. And there's nothing wrong using what tools you have to hand to do the job, or adding extra glue to it as and when you need it. So yeah, and that one will go up, and it will go round the top of that, because we're not too worried about anything else, because we've got a pulley up there to represent the pulleys of this. And so separate it so that you can do it like that. Have a supper coffee. Do you see? You see how effective that is? So, again, around the top of this. Like so. Coming back down. Next pulley. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these 4 pulleys at the front here. And then I'm going to say goodbye to you. And carry on regardless. And when you come back, you will see some more, or when I come back with the next video, you will see that I've done a bit more work to this. That's if I do the next video on this. I might do the next video on the painting I've been working on, but I think we're going to go there, yeah. I think that's the next job. There's a little blob there, so get him out, won't you? Okay. So, I'll collect the glue first. That'll help. Thank you. I'm holding it in the right place before I actually glue it down. There, like that. That's it, next to the plug. There we go. And there we go. First time I did this, made a boat, I did actually try to film it and thought to myself, do you know what, you sound crap on video, don't do it. And I didn't do it. This lockdown has afforded me the opportunity to carry on regardless, so that is what I'm going to do. So I'll finish that. Put a block there and a block there. Just like that. That should help me just fine. Give it another spin round the top. hold it. There's a bit of cotton everywhere. That's cool. I don't mind it. And then my final loop this side. So you see how it's coming together. Yeah. In a moment I'll show you exactly how it's coming together. That'll help. Coffee. Oh. Somebody's hurt themselves. Bless her. Somebody's just cheered her up. Maybe not. Must be a nightmare for them. I'm so glad my children have grown up in one way and another way. Oh, bless. And she's screaming at top of her lungs. If only she knew she was going to be a voice coach star on my video. What she's done. Scream louder. Need a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, always a little bit. A little bit more. Oh, it's a daisy. You will stick where I want you to, but you are very, very loose. Letting it be a lot tighter. There, that's where you need to be. There. There. So it doesn't have to be just a little tighter than you want, as long as you're careful with how much glue you put on. You have wiggle room. Just a little wiggle room. Not much, but a little. Yes, I know I'm not teaching very good habits, licking my fingers in this climate, but I did wash my hands and everything I'm using I've had for years. So I'm working under the premise, if I've had it for years, chances are it's not got anything on it that's going to kill me. Or it might have, it might have bubonic plague on it, all I know. So probably not a good idea. Don't lick your fingers, children. Don't do it. Not that there are any children on this, but yeah. Don't lick your children. Don't lick your children. Don't lick your children. I licked it. I owned it. It's mine. Oh, crap now. But here we go. So now I've got the last one in place. I am. Actually, I'm not. I've got a little bowling up there, a little hitch up there to tie it in place before I do it. That way, later date, if the glue decides to give the ghost, the hitch will hold everything else in place. I'll explain a hitch to you in a minute. Right, come on, and you there. Thank you very much. There we go. So, all done and done. All done and done. If I was to place you on now, because you need to go on there. Is it you first or is it the other first? No, it is the long fella first. There it is, long fella. Good if you don't get these wrong. And the little fella. And I'm going to just to pull my spars in tight for a moment. Probably not where I need one, but that's where I'm putting it for a minute. It's just to hold it so that you can have a look at what I've done. Okay, so there's the starting of my rigging. There's the starting of my rigging. How's that? Well, I hope you found what I did today informative. That was what I was going to tell you. I was going to show you what a hitch is. Give me a second. Okay. Right. This is what a hitch is. Basically, that's a hitch. Yeah. Okay. So what you've done is you have a loop, goes over, at the other end do another loop, go over, and that is a hitch. Okay. That's a hitch. Yeah. It's actually called a clove hitch, and if you were to do it properly, that's a clove hitch with a half hitch. There we go. That's a clove hitch with a half hitch. Ha! Yeah. Okay. There you go. Although I might be wrong there. I think a clove hitch. Yeah. So if we've got this right, I think a clove hitch goes like so. Goes round and over itself, round and under itself, which is basically what I did. Yeah, that's a clove hitch there, and then you normally finish it off with 2 half hitches. And there's a clove hitch and 2 half hitches. How's that? So yeah, basically it's a non-slip knot. It can't go anywhere. The more you pull it, the tighter it gets. Okay, and that's basically what I did up the top there, top of the mast. So if the mast is there, all I did was, if I sit on this bit to represent coming up from the pulley, and that's the top of my mast, I've come up, done a loop, done another loop, at the top of my mast, and put a spot of glue on it. Yeah, there you go. How's that? Okay. Alright, so I shall leave you with that. As usual, I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Bye for now.